Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Citrix Synergy 2019 in Atlanta, and right now we are in Citrix Ready Pavilion talking to a wonderful partner, Bitdefender. And to introduce myself, my name is Manjunath Agali. I work as Senior Manager in the Citrix Ready program. Like I mentioned, I have Andre and Sean from Bitdefender. Guys, would you like to go and introduce yourself, please?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Manju. I'm Andre Florescu, and I lead product management for our data center and cloud solutions at Bitdefender. And Sean?
My name is Sean Donaldson. I'm with the Strategic Alliances Group at Bitdefender, which means I do a lot of work with some of our great partners, such as Citrix and specifically Citrix Ready.
Perfect. Thank you both. Would you guys like to share about your experience with Citrix and Citrix Synergy so far? What are you guys doing here, and what are the products you are showing to our customers today?
Absolutely. So, yeah, definitely not our first Citrix Synergy. I think we've been doing them since 2012, perhaps. So, yeah, quite a few. Also, we always do Citrix Summit since it's been a separate show. So what we're talking about here is really how we can help Citrix customers, specifically virtual apps and virtual desktops customers, some of the unique things that we do with Citrix Hypervisor, and it's of course all around security. So there are really three pillars that we think of. We talk about performance. So if customers are trying to use standard anti-malware within a highly virtualized environment, they're going to run into performance problems. So what we do is essentially we offload scanning, and we have some tips, or some tricks, I should say, in there that give tremendous performance that we've proven with login VSI testing. The second area that we talk about a lot is automation. Virtualized environments are highly dynamic, especially hybrid multi-cloud environments. Administrators simply cannot humanly keep up with these environments, so the products have to be integrated with different management consoles like Citrix, Azure, and so on. And that is to facilitate automation. The third area is better security. So there we, of course, Bitdefender is well known for its great security, but we also do some unique things with the Citrix Hypervisor that no other hypervisor is capable of, and right now no other security vendor is taking advantage of, and that's providing a level of security at the hypervisor, securing the virtual machines. And again, it's completely unique between our two companies.
That was pretty neatly explained. Thanks, Sean. So I know Bitdefender is a long-time Citrix Ready partner. So how long it has been with Citrix Ready, and how does the journey look like?
Absolutely, yeah. We've been a Citrix Ready partner since very early on. So our first iteration of the anti-malware for virtualized environments, we call it security for virtualized environments, very cryptically. We released that in 2011, and it was agnostic of the underlying hypervisor. So it was very quick and easy to get certified way back then. And since then, we've added more products and, of course, upgraded our certifications as new releases have come out. And if there's a common theme across that, it's that you guys are really easy to work with. It's really easy to get those certifications. You're very clear about what has changed within each release. And sometimes, if the changes don't affect what we do, it's just an automatic recertification. So we've really enjoyed that process, and you guys have made it very, very easy.
Thank you. So we have a bunch of technical and marketing benefits. So would you like to share your opinion about what benefits you use at the most?
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe it was toward the end of last year you guys invited us to become essentially a global Citrix Ready partner. So if people Google Citrix Global Partners and click on the Citrix Ready tab, we're one of very few vendors on there, and we're the only security vendor. So there's a lot that we've been able to take advantage of. For instance, not too long ago, you guys basically interviewed us, took existing material, and wrote a very, very good joint white paper between Citrix and Bitdefender talking about all the different things that we do. That was fantastic because it was very, very low effort on our side, and you guys did all the heavy lifting, and there's a whole bunch of other things. It's a long list of things, how you help us get qualified leads and move those along. And really, I think the most important thing is around the certification and the trust that customers have that Bitdefender products are tested and are known to work in Citrix environments and are compatible. So it really takes a lot of anxiety away from customers.
Perfect. So again, on the similar lines about your products, Sean and Andre, like you mentioned, so Citrix is moving towards the cloud and allowing all our customers to do migration towards the cloud. So what does your portfolio looks like in terms of cloud migration? How could you help our customers move to the cloud?
Oh, absolutely. That's a very good question. The entire Gravity Zone products portfolio was built around the concept of hybrid multi-cloud and heterogeneous environments. Sean touched on some of the key benefits security for virtualized environments is bringing to our customer base. Security for virtualized environments is a hypervisor agnostic solution, it's a platform agnostic solution, and with that, for Bitdefender, moving to a public cloud type of platform coming from an on-premises environment, it was very natural. Essentially, the product worked as is. However, we always look for adding a lot of improvements in terms of management workflows. Automation is key for our portfolio, and today Gravity Zone features a lot of management integrations with various platforms out there, from Citrix Hypervisor to Nutanix, VMware, AWS, and Azure. So to give you an example of a customer scenario that we've seen quite a bit recently, whenever customers want to adopt a public cloud platform to spin up a new VDI environment, most often today VDI environments are non-persistent. Gravity Zone plugs in directly with the management platform APIs. We provide end-to-end visibility into how workloads are being provisioned, the lifetime of the workload, whenever those particular instances are being destroyed or reprovisioned. And we have the ability of automating the deployment and management process end-to-end. This comes as a great benefit to our customer, and we're delivering on the promise of security and automation in on-premises and public cloud.
So to sum it up, how do you actually see the integration of Citrix and Bitdefender going out and helping our customers together? Or rather, when should a customer contact you for what use cases?
I think a very good example that fits right into the background of this question is the Bitdefender browser isolation solution, which is essentially a solution that incorporates multiple components from both Citrix and Bitdefender. The browser isolation concept revolves around decoupling the web browser as it's being deployed today in a traditional architecture, local to the endpoint, to the end user computing device, and centralizing it somewhere in a server, in a virtualized data center. And Citrix has some great solutions around this concept with Citrix virtualized applications, with Citrix Hypervisor, which is an entitlement for CVA. That's very easy to disrupt the traditional architecture of how browsers are being delivered to the endpoint device and move it in the data center. So that achieves a level of isolation. However, from a security standpoint, organizations still require the level of visibility into what's the activity that's going on in the background. Getting insights into whenever after all, the user session might be under some sort of an attack. And that's where hypervisor introspection as a technology becomes key. In this architecture, when you deploy virtualized applications in server environments running in a data center on top of Citrix Hypervisor, hypervisor introspection will leverage direct inspect APIs from Citrix Hypervisor to monitor the memory activity within that server workload and prevent any type of zero-day exploits that might be affecting the end user. All this is being done completely agentless without damaging in any form the end user experience in terms of latency, in terms of any type of performance impact. So this is a great example of a joint solution that we're bringing to market.
Perfect, gentlemen. Thank you very so much. That was nice talking to you. And if you need more information about Bitdefender and Citrix integrated solutions, do visit our website. It is citrixready.citrix.com/Bitdefender. Thank you again for watching this video. You have a great day.